Indonesia has learned to cope with disaster. Samoa is now finding out. Both countries are reeling after earthquakes and tsunamis destroyed life and landscape with frightening intensity. The Indonesian island of Sumatra took the biggest pounding, hit by not one but two massive earthquakes. Thousands may have been killed. The first Indonesian quake, measuring 7.6 on the Richter scale, struck late last night offshore from the coastal city of Padang. A second tremor, almost as powerful, rocked Sumatra this morning. 5,000 kilometres away, the death toll from yesterday's tsunami is now 148, including 5 Australians. We start our coverage in Indonesia, where there are fears the death toll could soar as rescuers pick their way through the ruins of houses. The worst of the destruction is in Padang, an area known for its seismic instability. 1 million people live there. Michael Rowland reports.
This is what's left of Padang. The massive quake toppled at least 500 buildings in this low-lying coastal city. The human toll is likely to be much more devastating. The 7.6 magnitude quake triggered panic in this city of 900,000. The first tremors sent people running into the street, but safe havens were few and far between.
I felt strong jolts for about 5 minutes. The strongest was about 2 minutes. I was hit by a big log and I suffered contusions here and here.
Buildings toppled and fallen power lines sparked raging fires. By nightfall, frantic rescue efforts were underway and the government was bracing the population for the worst.
We do not know the exact death toll. We assume thousands of people are trapped in homes, hotels, schools, shops and other buildings that have collapsed.
A local hospital was also destroyed. Temporary medical facilities were quickly set up to cope with the flood of injured. Rescue efforts were hampered by a second big quake, this one measuring nearly 7 on the Richter scale. As the search for bodies continued, there were brief moments of hope. This woman was pulled alive from the rubble of a flattened house. Her ordeal was over, but she was to be one of the few to survive the tumbling debris.
The death toll is now in the hundreds and the number of people who are trapped in this hotel are probably 100. I call for Indonesians to pray for us.
It does seem that there has been substantial loss of life and substantial damage, so our condolences do go to the Indonesian community as they deal with this natural disaster.
So strong was the quake, it was felt in the capital Jakarta, nearly 1,000 kilometres away. Tremors also rattled nearby Singapore. Seismological experts say this disaster was grimly inevitable. Padang sits on one of the world's most active fault lines, known as the Ring of Fire. A quake in the same area triggered the 2004 tsunami that killed more than 220,000. There was no tidal wave this time, but that's little consolation to grieving relatives waiting for their loved ones to be pulled from the rubble. Michael Rowland, ABC News.